Hi, so today I'm dealing with an issue I have with this project. So I have, uh, this is just a part of the project. So I've activated this model view, and if I turn on the joists, you can see there's some bar joists here, and these are running on a slope. And then on the end, I switch this to shaded view, maybe you can see a little better. So there's an overhang here on the end of the canopy. So you can see there's an overhang here. So basically this angle is running parallel to the ground and these are vertical. But this top one is going to be welded to the bottom of the bar joist, so it's twisted a little bit. So what's happened is I've created, I'll come in at the end so you can see. So I've created the assemblies for along the end. Sorry, it's running a little slow because I also have the video recording software running and it slows things down a little bit more. So as you can see the angle on the top, this is the way they want to do it. They're just going to fill this up with weld here. So I have three different assemblies. There's one for either end and then there's the assemblies in the middle. So if you can see, I'll activate these. I have some queries and you can see what I mean. So if I execute that, you can see this first one is going to be A1, and then these are in 20-foot sections, I believe. And then execute this, it'll select all these ones along here, which are the same and numbered A2. And then the last one over here, I can execute that, and you can see that the last one is A3. So now I have the drawings open. So when I opened the assemblies, they were all like this one. So actually, so you can see I have rotated this. So let me go back because I have been playing around with this. So if I rotate this back to the way it was, so this is the way it was when I created all three of these. So what I have done is I set my UCS up, and you can see I want to rotate through the x-axis, and that's the way I want to view. So I want to view looking in from the z-axis. So I want to view my part looking in through the z-axis from the inside of the building this way. And that would mean that this will be flat, this will be vertical, and this will be twisted a little. So when I went and updated the drawings, you can see I updated this one came in the way I wanted. So the bottom is flat, this is vertical, the plate's on the bottom the way I wanted, and the top one is twisted, which is the way I wanted. And on assembly 3 it's the same. So what I did was I came into the project, I set up my UCS like this, I selected the top chord, which is the main part of the assembly. You can check that here using this. I actually used the wrong one there, sorry about that. So just back it up a little bit. This one here, click on that, and the blue one is the main part of the assembly. And then we can check the next one. And the blue one is part of the assembly, so we're good. So let's take the highlighted off that. So I updated the 1 and that worked fine, that's good. And I updated the 3 and that worked fine. And now when I update the 2, you can see if I come back in here and I go back, and even if I select them all, so let's select them all, so let's execute, and then we'll use this button here to select all of those. Then we'll come back to our tools palette, scroll down to this one here, define assembly detailed direction, click on that, and that should change the direction. So what happens now is when I go to this one here and when I update, it should change. and you can see it has not changed. Now I have shut down Advanced Steel a couple of times and it still has not worked. So if I go back to assembly 1 and we go to assembly 1, and let's say I want to flip this upside down, I would rotate through the Z axis 2 times, select this top member, come back in here and do the same thing again. Then this assembly 1 should flip upside down where these plates are on the top. So let's select this, update detail, and you can see that has worked. So it's working, it's weird. So it's working with the 1 and the 3, but it's not working with the 2 for some reason. Now the only reason the 2 would be any different is that there is multiple assemblies, but I have selected them all as well as just selecting one of them to change the direction. So what I'll do is I'll just come back here and fix this because I don't want that one to change. So I'm going to double click on the Z, rotate, select this and change the orientation. Now when I go in and update this, it should not move it because I've turned it back to the way it was. Alright, so that's good and updated. So the problem is now I have this one that I have also recreated this. I have deleted it, recreated it, and I don't know what the problem is. I guess just for the sake of this video, I'm kind of hoping somebody can help me with this. So I have a lot of files here, so it'll take me a second to open the document manager. But if I go in and delete this, I'm going to go in and delete this A2 drawing, and I'll recreate it. So as I say, sorry, this will just take a second. I've got some stairs, handrails, a lot of stuff on this job. So let's come in here and A2, and I want to delete. Okay, and then they're all highlighted already, so let's come in here and select everything. And let's go to the drawing process, and I want to do assembly and C. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do right now is I'm just going to have to create a camera view to create this, which is kind of a bit of a, it's not so much a pain, but I shouldn't have to do it. So hopefully I can reach out. Maybe somebody can help me after seeing this video if I'm doing something wrong. So you can see the plates are on the top again, and I've already redefined the direction, the detail direction. So I don't know, there's something I'm doing wrong, or there's something incorrect in the model that's not allowing this to update. So if I go back again, this is the direction I want to view in, from this way, looking through the Z axis. Let me just pick one of the other ones that are on their own. Let me come over here and pick this one, and I'll change the detail direction and update the detail. This hasn't happened to me before. Generally it works unless it's a curved member, and it has worked. So I guess I have already recreated it, so I guess I'm just happy it worked. So I guess if you're having the same issue, maybe just delete it. I had to delete it twice, so but it has worked, so that's good. Alright, I guess I'll post a video anyway. Maybe somebody will find it useful. Alright.